ChannelOne News has recently been investigating how the non-functioning and the complete absence of streetlights on some major roads have left worrying effects on users. Today we set out on the Achimota-Ofankor stretch to take a look at streetlights bearing the same fate as most streetlights in the country.
The Achimota-Ofankor stretch is one of the busiest roads in the Greater Accra region. Fortunately for users of this route, there are quite a number of street lights fixed on the sides of the road, unlike some highways that are without one. However, rarely do you see these lights working to illuminate the evening. When the journey started on the Achimota Road at Apenkwa, all through to the new plant station, the only lights seen were from car headlights and tail lights and some houses or offices nearby. Right after the ABC junction, a few of these lights were lit, but this ends at the Napo Hotel. Moving from there to the Ofankor barrier, the remaining street lights were off. Interestingly, most of them were fixed with solar panels, so they are charged during the day and have them lighten the streets when night falls. Recently, a truck was involved in an accident with a saloon vehicle at the Ofankor barrier overhead, one of many accidents on the stretch. Frank Isiama, a driver who frequents the Achimota-Ofankor stretch, bemoaned to ChannelOne News the ineffectiveness of these street lights, which pose as a difficulty for him to make out the already fading road markings.
Street light na enso ne de e high because me driver ni amenam kwan esuko Kumasi. Me why ye kwan ya nam so white lights na ewo road nusu nyina kura apipa street light nso nti wonam kwan no so a se onye obi a wonim kwan no so kura na ubon se obi eba wulem so ati ase nti no street light na nso ne de high pa high kwan no so bebre nti yesrempa for se omnya hu bibi mai ena nansin so kura am yese so no eso a enyina so brinke sa nya de etumi gina so nti omunya hu bibi mai enam say light ni nso ni nti no se tracks bi kura says wo kura na unhu ena tracks no nso no mo na tail light ni akire ena reflector bia so ntalo nti se street light ni nya adwuma na se wo a wo nam no wa anye careful oba kurase.
The inside the town is very dark and you know it's not fair. In fact, as a matter of fact, if they can do something about it, they should try and do something about it.
So how long do you think these street lights have not been working on this road?
If I'm not mistaken, roughly 6 to 7 years, if I'm not mistaken. That is the truth.
Eja Kwame Redo, a motorist, narrated his experience on the road near the ACP junction. According to him, the non-functioning street lights make it almost impossible to make out persons crossing the road at night, especially in the case of some mentally unstable persons.
Overhead, you know, I see a fire who papa. If Sumudu na saw the motor and as a car, no be cross who. They say so my baby flowers be a farmer and a fool. A young who and tis a monk or catcher Moncroft say yes, a whole light in your monsoon so my debia. A bit more horns or more bodam cacra. And to Ucha Quenwa, woo no, Pracopoa, a serious in Tiasramo, when you will be being for my
street right here, pa, because baby I had no yesu, and the third year crank first no, a bright your bones are one so right, cry to me brighty. But hand money the street right no the enye adwuma enso kra akronfo no top ho no mo na eya boys no to me ha adwe
Maybe a street lights nini
mo to me ha adwe.
A transport consultant at Top Tech Ghana, Cecil Ebo Gabra, stressed the dire need of street lights on our roads.
The sad part of this country is that we have been levied. We are being levied of 3% of our bills, okay, whether we like it or not. And I was reading somewhere that in 2018, 2019, we generated a total amount of 273 million cedis, okay, as revenue for the government. Then I asked myself a simple question. So you can't fix street lights for us? What if we also come out to say, look, we are not going to pay the 3% levy charge? What will happen? It is sad because as a driver, you need to see ahead of you. At least your low beam light must see 40 meters ahead of you, and then your high beam must see 100. But this is a situation where when you even throw your light, you cannot see well because the total place is in darkness.
He questioned some major institutions responsible for the streetlights and made some recommendations to help keep them on and promote accountability.
We need to stop using underground cables for our street lights. And you know, in Ghana, that if the institution is not working, then we'll all be found wanting. So that institution must work. And this is ECG. We are really tired in this country when it comes to driving at night. We need to adapt that solar system and then work towards it. We have the right people who are working in this country who can assist to lighting the whole of the country. I'm not saying we should wait for elections and then we see streetlights everywhere. That's even an insult.
Motorists, pedestrians, and traders who are also frequent users of this route are calling on the right authorities to heed to their humble plea of fixing our non-functional streetlights. Let's remember, the Achimota-Ofankor route makes up a major part of the Accra-Kumasi highways. We need to lessen the number of accidents and robbery cases that happen on this route, because most of them are as a result of our non-working street lights. Reporting for Channel One News, I am Sarah Apia.